So, as some of you know, I've been living on Linux for a few months now, and some of you might also remember that I've recently tried out Nobara OS. And while I do like it, I'm not gonna lie, it ticks every box in the book. There were a few, how should I put it now, caveats. It was unstable. The desktop crashed like every other day. There was the long boot times, the even longer shutdown times. I kid you not. This took almost a minute to shut down, whereas other OSs, Linux Mint, Fedora Workstation, Zorin, Ubuntu, and even Catchy OS, they all shut down in seconds, whereas this took forever. And speaking of taking forever, when I insert a USB flash drive, I cannot access it immediately like I can on other Linux distros. No, it's got to scan it and it's got to fix errors that aren't even there. The files are all there, nothing's corrupted, what does it have to fix? I get enough of that from Windows. I switched to Linux to get away from that. And if it's a USB hard drive I've plugged in, well, there's plenty of time to run an entire lap of the country before that's done. Then there was the Wine.io Wait, what have I written here? Wine.io... Oh, I think that's Wine 10 I've written there. For some reason I've written the 1 as an I. So yeah, although I did have Wine pre-installed, it was the Wine 10 staging, which broke compatibility with a few of my Windows apps. Probably the experimental WoW64 that they were using. I'm not too fond of the KDE desktop. I do like it. I much prefer it over GNOME, but if I could have the Cinnamon desktop, that's what I would go with. So I tried installing the Cinnamon desktop, and that was even more unstable. I think it might be Cinnamon not playing nice with Wayland or something, but yeah. I thought I'd try out Cachy OS, which I've heard a lot of good things about, and well, it nuked my Nobara install, which I wasn't too happy about. Other than that though, it ticked every box in the book except one, which was Wine. Wine was broken. The default Wine prefix just would not show all the files, and it would crash, and the only way I could get games working in Wine, which includes the Simpsons Hit and Run here, was making my own 32-bit Windows XP prefix, and yeah, the games worked in there, just not in the default prefix. And another thing, just going back to Nobara for a second here, it wouldn't let me create 32-bit prefixes, so I was stuck using the default one on Nobara. I couldn't have even created a 32-bit prefix if I wanted to. So, I thought I'd reinstall Mint, since it is my favourite version of Linux. Linux Mint makes most tasks a pleasure to do. I like the interface on it, the fact that the default version of Wine you can get for it is Wine version 9, which actually works. I don't use Mint because it's a beginner-friendly distro. I like it because it's nice. It's just not the best distro for games. So I thought I'd install Linux Mint as the main OS, and then I'd install some secondary gaming OS for Steam and other things. And then I thought, well, these games are designed for Windows, they're optimized for Windows. I might just as well use Windows 11 for all the Steam stuff. So that's what I did. I installed the LTSC version of Windows 11, activated it through nefarious means, and then installed Linux Mint. Like I said, I like Linux Mint, it's a pleasure to use, and things just work. The same couldn't be said for Windows 11. I installed Steam and a few games. I go to play a game on it. X-input 1.3 DLL not found. Now I know that's a DirectX issue. So I downloaded DirectX from Microsoft's own website, tried to install it, error. It didn't even say why. It said, check the log file for details. What log file? You don't even say where it is. How am I supposed to find that? I'm getting more used to Linux now, and I'm sure that's pushing some of my Windows knowledge out of my other ear. It's like Windows is saying, F you. F you. Yeah, Windows, I see what you're really saying here. But have you seen this? No, of course not. You don't even have the drivers for the camera. Another win for Linux. You make me wanna rant. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna remove Windows, and I'm gonna replace it with Cachy OS. Now I know I tried this in the past and I didn't like it. I was going in with the mindset of using it as a daily driver, but if I just use it for games on Steam, and maybe a little bit of Wine stuff as well, just for those things, I think we'll have a win-win. Or maybe I should put that more specifically, a Linux. Okay, Windows 11 is doing something useful now. Okay, I'm plugging in my Ventoy USB. There is a problem with this drive. Scan the drive now to fix it. How about FU? Downloads, there it is. Right, I just need to find out, try, or at least endeavour to get to my file explorer. Right, there it is, Ventoy, and that is going into the Ventoy. Goodbye, Windows 11. It has not been a pleasure. Okay, there we go, it's on there now. I'm just going to hit the reset button. I'm not even going to bother with the recommended reset process. Better hit F11. That is if this keyboard is actually using the F buttons as F buttons, which it is, which is what we want. Windows Boot Manager, well that's not going to be on there much longer. Here we are, Cachy OS, that's the one we want to install. We'll just boot in normal mode, and if that doesn't work, we'll boot in Grub 2 mode. Now, as long as I can install this in the same partition where Windows 11 is, we'll be just fine. Okay, so here we are at the Cachy OS welcome. You know what? I'm going to have a look at what we've actually got right out the box. Just a quick little peek here, see what we've got. Next we've got Firefox, well that's going to be replaced. Alright, launch installer. Oh, wait, no internet connection? We need an internet connection to install this? Alright, let's put this online then. Let's see, which one is it? That one, I think. Trouble is, I can see all my neighbours' Wi-Fi connections as well. Hopefully I put that in right. Yep, there we go. We should be able to install now. Yeah, I'm just going to use Grub because that's what I'm used to. Now, is it going to let me choose where I want to install it? American English. Do we have British English in here? Yeah, do we have British English in here? We do have British English in there. It's automatically chosen the location, that's good. English UK, yep. So yeah, I want to replace a partition with Cachy OS. Now, does it say Windows on there? I want to install it on that partition. Can we remove the Windows bootloader maybe? Maybe not. Desktop, oh yeah. I'm going to choose Cinnamon if we've got it yet. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with Cosmic because I've been hearing a lot of things about that. You know, I think we've got everything we need. And hopefully, if everything's all set up right, we should be ready to install. Hopefully this didn't nerf my Linux Mint. And if it did, I can just put it back. So yeah, I can say I'm using Arch, by the way. Okay, and we are done. Restart now, please. So hopefully my Linux Mint is still there. I know one thing that isn't going to be there anymore, and that's Windows. And if you're wondering why it's gotten more noisy in here, well, it is hot in here. So I had to turn the fan on. I don't see Linux Mint in there, which is worrying. I might have to do this a different way, but we'll see. Just want to have a look at this desktop first. I wonder what happens if we go to install apps. But can we get... You know what, I'm going to install a different browser while I'm at it. Yes, I do want to proceed. Right, I think that's done. I'm a little bit concerned though, because I don't see my Linux Mint. I want to see if my, I want to see if this still works. Can we still get into Linux Mint? Did it survive? I hope it did. Oh yes, it did. I was getting rather concerned about that. Okay, so Linux Mint survived. I'll just have to do it this way when I want to switch between OSs. Because Cachy OS and Linux Mint seem to be completely unaware of each other's existence. Of course, now I've just got to figure out how to install things on this. I'm just installing a few things. I haven't found Steam on here. Unless, of course, that's already on here and I just haven't seen it. Just installing a few things that I might use. You know how it is. So look at applications. There's OBS Studio that I just installed. Let's make sure that's working. Oh, and VLC Player. Because I might want to record some of my games, you never know. Right, optimize for just recording because I won't be streaming. Use current, apply settings. As usual, there's always errors. Now, do we have Pipewire screen capture? We don't seem to have any screen capture. We've got video capture device. What is that? Oh, that's the camera. See, Linux has the drivers for the camera. I want to see if we can fix that anyway, because it's black and white right now. Go to PAL. And yeah, that's looking pretty good. You can see how hideous I really am. Well, actually you cannot because it's only taking up a little part of the screen, but I want to deinterlace that. Let's use the retro blending, retro deinterlacing. Okay, movement is all shaky now. But bottom field first. Much better. That's how it's supposed to look. Now, why is there no screen capture? That's the thing. Now, do we have Steam on here anywhere? Is that pre-installed? No, it isn't, so I'm gonna have to look up how to do that. Right, so apparently according to Brave's AI here, all I need to do is run this command and that will install Steam. 2 providers. Well, I'll just select the first one. Yes, I want to continue. There's a little Pac-Mans, or whatever you want to say it. Then we'll try a few games on here and see how well it works. That is when this is finished. Oh, wacka. Installing Proton. We're gonna need that. Installing Wine. I was gonna ask how we install that, but apparently it seems to be doing that already. So we should have Steam on here now. Applications? There it is. Steam and Steam Native. What's the difference between these two? I'll just load Steam. I'll be back when this is done. Well, you know what? I'm gonna run Steam Native anyway, see what happens. Because that's probably the better version to run, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna need something to open my emails on. You know what? I'm just gonna find my emails on this. So I've signed into my YouTube. If I just put in Gmail, I should be able to get to my Google Mail. I like the way this doesn't ask me for a keyring password. That's nice. Whenever I do this on anything else, I have to deal with that BS. So we'll go to Steam. I'm just gonna sign in. We should get an email soon. Well, that isn't my password. Oh, okay, it must be my other password then. Alright, so we should, there we go. Now I should be able to sign into my Steam. Right. Do not disturb. Right, well, let's go get some games. Hey, Huggy, we'll be seeing you later, maybe. Let's try that game that we couldn't get working on Windows. Of course, this is going to take a little while, so I'll be back when this is done. I'm watching YouTube on Arch, by the way. Alright, that's downloaded. Now, it probably won't work the first time, because I've got to set up all the Proton and everything. Running install scripts. There's always something, isn't there? This is installing DirectX. Don't know how long this is going to take. Now it's installing Visual C++. Oh, now it's doing the Vulkan shaders thing. This is further than Windows 11 got. This is further than Windows 11 got. I couldn't even install DirectX. We could skip this, but I want the experience to be as smooth as possible. If this all works, the only other thing I want to find out is how to use Wine on Cachy OS, of course. I probably should not interfere with it while it's doing this. Any time now, 5,000 years later. You know, one thing I've wondered. That's if your GPU doesn't have Vulkan, what are you supposed to do? I think it is running. Yeah, there we go. Now, it might close itself when we get to the title screen. Or maybe not. Yeah, look at that. Windows, why couldn't you do this? Okay, we'll just go Korea. We'll go to single race. Oh, I might as well use Ocean View. Well, we don't want easy because that's for babies. Well, gotta be Tails, you know. Me being a raving Tails fan. Now can we get into the game and how well is it going to work? Oh yeah, here we go. I'm gaming on Arch, by the way. Well, it's Catchy OS, but it's Arch-based. So technically what I said was true. Tails is amazed. I would say that this is the smoothest I've ever seen this game running on Linux. Who did that? Who did that? Was it you? Yeah, it was pretty funny, wasn't it? The AI on this game is so aggressive. I'm gonna go this way this time. Now, allow you to show me to my greatest invention. That came out all the wrong way around. It's clear I'm not gonna win this race. Because I got totally lost and went the wrong way. Yeah, get him so I can be first. Well, not the worst I've ever done in this game. Now I'm installing Puppy Playtime. Now for this I need Proton Up QT, but I'm gonna see if the Cachy OS Proton is good enough. Okay, now I've finally got the camera recording again, because I went into demo mode and I couldn't get out of it. Huggy has downloaded, so yeah. Let's see if this works. I should have made sure of what version of Proton this is running on. Stuff is happening. There should be a little thing come up saying which game we can play. I'll close that while I'm at it. I'm not seeing anything though. And I know I can run this on Linux, because I've done it before. This is probably using the Proton Experimental, which I should change. Okay, well, we'll just go to chapter 1. See if it's working. Select in English, please. Yeah, here we are, Puppy Playtime, although not sure what's up with this screen though. Can I go settings maybe? Oh, it's responding to the gamepad, so that's what we'll do. If I just get to the display, let's see what we've got here. Windowed maybe? Yes, apply settings. I don't know why this won't go into the full screen though. I'll see if I can fix this. Okay, well I've done a little bit of fiddling around and managed to get it full screen now. Let's just go play and go new game. See if the intro video plays. It might not, we might need to... Yeah, we're going to run this through GE Proton instead. So, just need to fix that. I like how they've added joystick support to this. Let's see, what was it now? I think it was green, pink, yellow, red if I remember. Yep, I still remember. Yeah, I was not going to play either. Just give me my grab pack. Right, okay, I'm going to try this on Proton Cachy OS. See if that fixes the video playback issue. It might not. Alright, let's try chapter 2 this time. With sexy mummy long legs. Oh yeah, we're getting the same problem we got. And now I can't access any menus. Okay, pressing Alt Enter twice seems to fix that. We'll go with that. Okay, new game. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that seems to be working. I think Farrah's version of this intro is better. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. For some reason chapter 2 doesn't support gamepad, I don't know why. Yeah, can we skip this at all? Playtime! And no, I'm not talking about the girl from Baldi's Basics with messy hair and wants to make a jump rope all the time. So here he is in chapter 2. You've still got that problem with the fog rendering. So I'll just fix that. That could be an NVIDIA issue on Linux, that could be just the way it is. Yeah, this appears to be working. I'm playing Puppy Playtime on Arch, by the way. Huggy hug me! Oh, this seems to be working. I am so gonna play this bit backwards because I think it's gonna look really funny.
Listen, I'm going to need you to trust me.
We know that wasn't Huggy that grabbed her. The hands over the new. Little Nightmares Enhanced Edition. I don't remember getting that. Let's see if this works. Something very strange is going on. Yeah, we'll just keep it like that. Okay, can we get this full screen? Maybe? I don't know what's for dinner, but it smells good. This is settings, display, what's it displaying at? Well, it doesn't look like 1920 by 1080 to me. Let's see if we can go. Yeah, that works. Hey, Catnap. We'll be seeing you later. I love them.
Please, help us go to sleep, Catnap.
Hoppy, you look completely mad there. And now we've descended into total craziness in hell. Alright, we'll just skip that. Can we skip this?
Everyone knows Huggy Wuggy and Poppy Playtime.
Please, maybe? Alright, here we are. In Chapter 3. Looking good so far. Actually, it's just looking great. I'm gonna have to turn up the turning sensitivity, but I can still look around with the mouse though. I'll just get to the first save point and then we'll try Chapter 4. Okay, well, Chapter 4 is waiting to be tested now, so yeah. Well, it's been waiting ever since I downloaded the game, but you know what I mean. Is this one gonna work? Let me Alt-Tab. Yep, that's good. Can we do what we did for Chapter 2 and Chapter 3, I think? Or was it Chapter 1? Right. Alright, there we go. Gee, it sure is boring round here. Oh, the 90s, how I miss it.
No.
Yes, I do. How do you know?
Listen, go on ahead. Don't wait for me. I won't leave Kissy behind, and I won't sacrifice our plan. Not because of me. Here.
That turn sensitivity is, like, way up.
Let's not let it get to them.
I don't know when they make her hair bounce. Anyway, this,
No time to save your
like I was saying, this turn sensitivity is a little bit much. Might be the frame rate actually. Limit that to 60 frames a second. If I can find out how to do that. Let's put it on 60 because that's what my monitor is anyway. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much better. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with more gameplay of this. Alright, let's see how well Portal 2 works. And as I'm playing this on Linux, it should be the native Linux version. Downloading something? What's it downloading? Probably the Steam Linux runtime or something. You know how it is. When you first run games, it's got to download all that extra stuff so the game will work. Of course. Gotta wait for this BS to finish. Come on, I want to see how well this works. This is Cachy OS. It's supposed to be the fastest Linux in the universe. Because it's Arch, by the way. Right, we're 100%. Can we see the game now? Anytime soon? I am Heavy Weapons Guy. And this is my valve. Alright, here we are, Portal 2. I'm just gonna go into my community test chambers. I've got some good stuff in here. Let's try the trolley problem, which is completely un-Portal 2 related, but we'll just do it anyway. It's looking nice and smooth, just like we want. Imagine if this was your introduction to Portal 2. What would you think? Yeah, the trolley problem. I think we're all familiar with this. Do we kill all these, or do we just let one guy die? I saw a 2-year-old solution to this. Just take that guy who's on that track there, put him on the other track with everyone else, and have the train run them all over. The train will be here any second. It's near. Train's coming. Come on, hurry up. I could piss faster than this. I know, I'm savage, but either way somebody was going to die. But, oh wait, this one's brilliant. Well, in my opinion. Okay, we'll go British. Again, this one isn't really Portal 2 related, but it's more Portal 2 related than that last one. I'm playing Portal 2 on Arch, by the way. I think that joke's getting really old now. I need to get a cube. Collect all these balls. Now if I could just get up there and get to the shiny part of the level. Who needs windows when you got this? What? That was fast. You always say that. Or stop talking and just get on with it. This is gonna take a while. Are you gonna open the door? I see a robot and it's on duty. 5,000 years later. Test number 2. The cool shiny test. There's a dead shell here. You might want to clear that up. Oh yeah, I need to go get this. There's something I like about the custom levels. Custom test items. Okay, I'll just drop it there. Can we get the balls now? Come on. Oh, I'm right beside it. I thought I was right on top of it. Sometimes it's just hard to tell. Yeah, I'm sure I weigh like 5 pounds. It's not so much losing weight, it's keeping it off. Oh, you know what? I forgot to go in there. Because there's a laser cube in there. Ah, give me a cube. That stupid game instructor's on again. I know how to play Portal 2. Change that to 0. And now stop telling me how to play a game I already know. Alright, let's just get those last balls. Don't know why it occasionally hangs for a second. It always does this on the first one. It will just randomly hang for a second or so and then be fine. Usually if Windows does that, that's a sign it's going to close. How am I supposed to get that one there? Also, what polish did they use to make this all shiny? Where's the shiny? Right, got it. After the 57,000th attempt. Now there is a portal surface right there. I need to get to it. Got it. Right, so orange portal there. Right, what are you gonna do now, robot? What are you gonna do now? Right, just gotta get that ball up there and we'll be done. You know, I'm gonna move this portal because that's getting in the way. There we go. Just impressed. And that's enough of that. Okay, one final thing I want to do. See if I can get wine and wine tricks installed on this. I think we do have wine. Let me just see if I can see it here anywhere. Oh, we do have wine tricks. Well then, I've got some things I want to test with that. So we should have a... yeah, install the wine mono, whatever the hell that is. So I should... Yep. It's wine 10 staging. Oh, yep, we've got a .wine folder. I can put some things in there. I'll be back in a second. Run Explorer, we're going to try and install the Simpsons Hit and Run on this. I have no idea if it's going to work, but we'll see. Right, that's installing now. There we go, let's see if this one will work. It's loading the mod launcher. That's good. Alright, I'm going to do my thing here. Let's see if I can find starting coins. Starting coins? Is it in here anywhere? There we go. Excuse me. Check that one out. Let's have this at the same resolution as the desktop. Let's say 5,000 like last time. I think that's a good number to start with. Launch. Are we gonna get anything? Of course, this is where they all fail. Is it even running? Maybe I spoke too soon. I just clicked into the window and the game started. I thought it had crashed, but obviously not. Alright, we'll go new game. Make sure this is all working. Now, anybody! Honey, you're late for work.
Only somebody ate every dessert in the house.
I think it was you, Homer. You know what I'm gonna do first, though? I'm gonna change the controls. There's something I'm more familiar with. Let's see, attack, we'll make that control. Jump, we'll leave that as space. Sprint, we'll leave that as shift. And action, enter. Same thing for the vehicles. Much better. Well, I'm off to our poos. And I'll start driving better. Do you remember when my YouTube videos were the Simpsons Hit and Run based? Did a lot of those back then. I can relive those memories. Alright, let's restart. Wait, I think that's restart, isn't it? Confirm. I need to get back into my Linux Mint. Are you gonna restart anytime soon? Like, sometime this century? This millennium, maybe? Right, I've got to get back into my Linux Mint and edit this thing. I don't know how long that's going to take, so, yeah, I'll be back when this is done. And until next time, goodbye. Man alive, there's nothing better than a hamburger cooked to perfection. Lol. Now I'm just gonna say my say. Just gotta find my starting line, so I've got something to start with, and then I can, once the ball is rolling... What's that? You calling me fat? Just hit you with my boobies, calling me a ball? No, Jane, wait, I'm not talking about you. Oh, you're not? Oh, okay then, I'll go.